guys, welcome back to another episode of Wild and Hungry. Today we're on a private block. Managed to get access to a nice private block near the Tauruas. We've been it was a long drive here from Taranaki. The weather has been absolutely horrible. We've seen plenty of deer from the hut, just not really reachable in 55k gusts. I do apologise, the wind is probably very noisy in this, but yeah, gonna head out now and see if we can bag something. Indeed. Cheers, Naughty. Yeah, I was trying to gauge the wind there.
Well done, big fella.
I don't know that the camera's gonna pick up the how much wind is here though.
Yeah, that's when I kept looking over its shoulder, I kept looking behind us. There might be two or three there.
Yeah, I thought there might be two or three.
Better on one on the deck than f***ing around.
Yeah.
That good shot, mate.
Alright, this is actually my first red. We were glassing the area for quite some time further up the hill, and we looked at the spot for a good half an hour to an hour. Didn't see anything, and we just started leaving, going around, and then Noddy stopped and looked back, and the area that we'd been looking, of course, this young girl on it. She'd spotted us. We just dropped exactly where we were. It was about 210 away, and the wind is about 55k sort of off this way a little bit, so it's having to sort of judge the wind and the fading light, but yeah, good result. First red, chuffed. So we'll get this thing dressed up. Noddy's gone to grab the quad, and yeah, we'll get it back to camp, go have a feed, and get warm, because it's freezing up here. I was saying earlier, it's about 600 meters above sea level. The clouds are right there, but yeah, we'd spotted heaps of fallow on the neighbouring properties, and this is the first deer we've seen on this property. So hey, look, good result, really happy with that. I'll get into dressing it now. We've seen plenty of deer, a mixture of fallow and reds. Now on this trip we're only allowed to shoot reds. We had to leave the fallow alone, but there's plenty of them around. We saw some good numbers last night when we arrived. Managed to bag one last night. as you've probably seen. So yeah, it was good. Tick off first red for me because I normally hunt fallow. It's not something that I've actively chased. But yeah, I'm just out doing a bit of a mid-morning stroll through the bush. Just taking it nice and slow. It's very windy, you can't see here, so I'm right down at the flats, well, right next to a stream. It's a little bit windy for the deer to be out, I think. There's a little bit of movement last night, looking at some of the tracks around where I shot my last deer last night. I sort of checked the area, and there are some fresh prints. So they obviously moved through the night, which is typical of reds. Yeah, it's just sitting here, relaxing by the nice little stream. Nice to get out of the wind. Bit of sunshine. It was pretty drizzly this morning. Wasn't the most pleasant of mornings to wake up, even though we did get up at sparrow's fart. Might just follow this stream up a little bit and see if there's any deer sort of taking shelter down on the flats. I'm guessing probably missed the time when they're going to be feeding out here, but we might be able to spook something and maybe get a quick shot off, or check some of the open faces now that the sun's patching its way through. I'm actually on a deer trail here. I've moved through here recently, gone up into the bush those ways. Should be a fun little adventure. I'm sure we'll head out again this evening, and then maybe a morning hunt tomorrow, and then back home. Unfortunately, with nothing else seen, I headed back to the hut for a bit of a regroup and trying to decide what we were going to do for the evening. The weather was seriously turning for the worse, but we'd give it another whirl, and you'll see it wasn't the best. Well, that's a good way to round the trip off. What was the distance? 4:38, 4:36, I think. 4:38. That's the longest shot I've done so far. 4:38. It's a good thing I did a bit of practice actually before this trip, because Noddy said that there was some long shots to be had. Yeah, managed to bag the second deer. Noddy got a whopper of a shot on the hind, dropped her where she was. I let one round out to the spiker and saw where it went, and then readjusted. He turned around and dropped him on the spot. Yeah, go and recover it. Perfect end to the weekend. Hoo 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 hoo. Ooh, he's stanky.
2 spikes.
Folded him. It's a bit windy again. Alright guys, that rounds out the trip. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you on the next adventure.